Why remaster Days Gone? That was the question on everyone's lips when this surprise PS5 upgrade was announced. No sequel, no new game, just Deacon St. John back on his bike riding through a zombie-infested Oregon again. But here's the thing, Days Gone Remastered isn't just a lazy upscale. It's a second chance. And it might be the best argument yet for why this game deserves a sequel. Welcome to Veteran Game. If you're new here, hit subscribe. We go deep on the games that deserve a second look. And today we're tackling Days Gone Remastered. Let's rewind. Back in 2019, Days Gone dropped into a crowded zombie genre and got buried under expectations. It wasn't The Last of Us, and it didn't try to be. It was scrappier, longer, and way more rugged. Biker outlaw Deacon St. John wasn't your typical hero. The game was about survival, scavenging, and loneliness in a crumbling world. It had bugs, sure. A long runtime? Definitely. But it also had massive dynamic hordes, motorcycle traversal, and some surprisingly strong emotional beats. Players loved it. Critics, not so much. And when Sony passed on the sequel, it stung. So here we are in 2025. Days Gone Remastered hits PS5. And no, it's not a full-blown remake. It's more like TU Part 2 Remastered, a cleaned-up, refined experience with new toys and better tech. Native 4K 60 FPS, drastically reduced pop-in. Better lighting, weather, fog, and shadows. And those DualSense features. Legit game changers. You feel every bump in the road, every rattle of Deacon's engine, every trigger pull. It's subtle until it's not. Then you realize just how much better it all flows. But the biggest win here, new content. Horde Assault is basically Days Gone's answer to Mercenaries mode. Non-stop freaker action. You drop in, gear up, and survive waves of escalating chaos. Between rounds, you scavenge, set traps, upgrade, and try not to panic. Then there's permadeath mode, one life, no saves. Brutal. And speedrun mode for players who think they can ride through the apocalypse faster than Deacon himself. Plus, challenge modes return, including bike stunts, stealth ambushes, and survival trials. They're fun, they're arcadey, and they actually give this remaster real replay value. Here's where things get interesting. Sony didn't need to greenlight a remaster for Days Gone. So why do it? The fan theory, this is a litmus test. A way to measure renewed interest, gauge engagement, and maybe, just maybe, resurrect Days Gone 2 from development limbo. And let's be real, Deacon's story isn't over. Not even close. That cliffhanger with O'Brien, the evolved freakers, the real threat. Fans want answers. This remaster might be how we earn them. So is Days Gone Remastered worth it? If you've never played the game, absolutely. This is the definitive version. A long, rich, open-world zombie story with atmosphere, heart, and now polish, if you have played it. For $10 you get upgraded visuals, all post-launch content, a remastered photo mode, and the new Horde Assault, speedrun, and permadeath modes. That's a solid deal. But most importantly, this is a chance to send Sony a message. That we still want more from this world. That Deacon's journey isn't finished. That Days Gone is more than just a cult favorite. This is Veteran Game. If you agree this game deserves a second life, hit like, share the video, and comment bring on Days Gone 2. We'll see you out on the road.